Hey guys, Hikons here with another World of Warcraft gold making guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at gold making in 7.2. I'm going to be sharing the ways I've been making gold to pay for game time, and for my purchases in other games using WoW tokens and Blizzard balance. So in the last couple months, I've been able to expand my gold making operation to multiple realms. On a few of these I am already exceeding over 10 million gold in sales each month. As you can see, last month alone, or in the month of April, I converted over 5 million of my World of Warcraft gold into 52 tokens, or $780 of Blizzard balance. This went into purchasing Hearthstone packs and Overwatch crates, which I made unboxing videos of and uploaded to my channel. I've also been using my balance to pick up extra copies of WoW to expand my gold making to even more realms, as you'll see in a future series that I'm working on. This has been the norm for me each month ever since the tokens to balance feature went live. I'm making enough to sustain converting a portion of my monthly proceeds into roughly 50 tokens per month, as well as making investments and moves in game to make even more gold. As of last Friday, between the 5 accounts that I maintain, I had around 77 million gold liquid, with tens to even hundreds of millions of gold in value on the auction house, and items in my bags and the guild banks across the realms that I'm currently active on. Unfortunately, I was hoping to hit 80 million by the end of May, but I ended up spending around 2 million Thursday after the Destiny 2 announcement to bring my Blizzard balance back up to cap. One of the things that they announced is that you're going to be able to use balance to purchase this game, and like me, a lot of people picked up tokens as a result, as you may have noticed from the huge surge in prices from around 110k to over 140k on NA realms. Thankfully, the prices have come down over the weekend. I think tokens being over 110k isn't going to change, and prices will only go up as Blizzard adds new ways for us to use in-game gold to purchase things outside of World of Warcraft. My hope is that this video, as well as the other gold making guides on this channel, will help with your gold making, to help you pay for your game token, buy Hearthstone packs, or whatever your endgame goal might be with gold making in WoW. So one of the most straightforward ways to make gold and build your capital in-game is through one of the 3 gathering professions. Currently, herbalism and mining are strong due to the bot bans we saw go out a couple weeks ago, on top of a lot of players unlocking flying in Legion. The prices of ore and herbs have made a recovery on a lot of realms, which means that herbalists and miners can enjoy a much better gold return on their time investment. If there is another ban wave that goes out before Tomb of Sargeras opens, then we can expect even higher map prices, because flasks, potions, as well as gems and enchants will be in much higher demand, like we observe whenever new raid content is added to the game. To efficiently farm herbs and ore, you can set up a route using the add-ons Gathermate 2, TomTom, and Routes. However, if you can get a group of 10 herbalists together, I would recommend seed raids. As far as gold per hour, they are probably the most efficient way to farm herbs, especially if you can find seeds cheap on your realm. The way a seed raid works is straightforward. Everyone brings seeds to plant, and since everyone will be able to loot it, you will end up with 10 times as many herbs compared to if you were doing it alone. In a typical seed raid, everyone brings 50 seeds to plant, so you'll end up with 500 plants. Moreover, you don't have to fly around or realm hop, so it is extremely efficient. If you're interested in seed raids, there's a Discord channel for it, which I'll link in the description below. Most of the seed raids do require that you have Aetherol rank 3 and Felwart rank 3, which require a bit of grinding on your own time, but they are definitely worth getting so you can participate in these seed raids. With gathered mats, you can make even more gold by turning them into consumables and crafted items on most realms. Once you get a sense for when herbs and ore are cheap on your realm, you can scoop them up and prospect the ore into gems and turn the herbs into flasks or potions. On my main alliance realm, I make a killing by doing this. On average, I can bring in 200k to 500k gold in sales every day, just from gems and flasks. I do try and reset the price of flasks and gems when they get too low, which requires a significant amount of capital, but it is worthwhile, especially on Tuesdays after the reset and on weekends when there is a lot more demand for these consumables. Another great way that you can make gold with a crafting profession is to craft the legendaries that were added in 7.2. You must have 800 skill with the profession to be able to pick up the commendation, while the Nether Disruptor is up on the Broken Shore. You'll have to run a few mythic dungeons and usually get an item off a raid boss, but this can be done in less than an hour. They do require 65 Blood of Sargeras to craft, which can be a lot if you're making these on alts. For this, I would recommend doing the world quests that reward bloods, especially the ones on the Broken Shore. These typically reward 6 to 10 Blood of Sargeras each, which means you should have enough for each disruptor from simply staying on top of these world quests. The crafted legendaries still sell for between 100 to 200k on most NA realms, which means you can make a significant amount of gold whenever the disruptor is up. Even if you can't finish the quest right away, I found that you're able to have these in your quest log, as well as one commendation in your bags. This means that you can technically be working on 2 legendaries at a time on each toon. Another way you can make gold with this is to farm or flip the nether shard essences, which are the crafting reagent that is required for each crafted legendary. I try to get these at or below 10k and flip them for 15 to 25k, depending on the realm. There are other subtle ways you can make gold depending on what structures are currently up on your region. I like to stock up on defiled augment runes while the command center is up, since they have a chance to drop with the heavily augmented buff that the command center gives. This usually means that the auction house gets flooded while the CC is up. This is great, especially if you can unload them on Tuesday after the reset, or even when the mage tower is up. When the mage tower is up is a great time to list other consumables, such as flasks and pots, since people will be trying to complete their challenge. I've seen defiled augment runes come down to as low as 100 gold each while the command center was up. I usually buy the market out when they get this low, then either reset the market or time my sales. I have gotten as much as 1k gold each, or 20k for a stack of runes, as you see in this screenshot. Old world recipes may also be quite profitable. Whether you're crafting gear for transmog, farming old world mats, or making mounts which are again in demand with Legion flying being out, there should be something that makes you gold regardless of your realm. Of course, aspects such as how fast an item sells, or how much it sells for, will differ from realm to realm, but take a look at a few old world recipes if Legion mats or crafts aren't working out for you. Finally, my favorite way to make gold is from flipping. There's nothing more satisfying than buying an item that is severely underpriced, then selling it for 10 times what you paid. This obviously requires a gold capital to get started, but all the aforementioned methods to make gold should get you there. Outside of sniping, BOE flipping has been the most profitable activity for me in WoW. It died down for a while when Syntax farming was added to the game, and a lot of people ended up with a bunch of BOEs from farming that, but I've noticed that it's slowly making a comeback. At least on my realms, BOEs with Leech are still in high demand and command a premium, selling easily for over 100k to upwards of 1 million gold depending on the eye level, what piece it is, and whether or not it has a socket. For that reason, I generally like to scoop up any 101 BOEs with Leech on them, if they're priced around their non-Leech counterparts. A lot of people do not know the importance of Leech on Twinks, and will list them at or below other BOE pieces which do not have it. I do not limit my flipping to BOEs, however. In theory, any item in game should be flippable given the right conditions. I like to focus on high demand pets, mounts, and items that cannot easily be farmed or crafted. So those are the ways I've been making gold in Legion 7.2. I know a lot of this information may not be new to most players, but I hope that there was at least one takeaway that will help you with your gold making in World of Warcraft. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below, and I'll try my best to address it. If there are any other gold guides that you would like me to make, please let me know that as well. Hope you're enjoying 7.2 content and raking in tons of gold. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care and have a great week. Late.